I think that it's time I finally come out of the shadows. What's up, guys? It's Krystal from Ghost Girl Diaries, and I disappeared for a while and I'm back. So I thought that, I'm not filming right now. I don't have a crew at the moment. I relocated from Colorado into Vegas, and I think it's the best time right now to talk about some reviews on some ghost shows. So I know I'm late. I'm super late when it comes to these reviews, but I don't care. I feel like I have a voice and I want to talk about it. So I want to first talk about the Exorcism House Live with Chip Coffey, James Bishop, or Bishop James, and the Tennessee Wraith Chasers. I might have said that wrong. So Chip got a ton of crap for being himself and doing the seance and saying, no, something dangerous is going on, I'm shutting down the seance. I didn't think that was fair. That was not fair. He got that much flack. He was scared. Obviously people that gave him shit probably didn't know what it's like to encounter darkness or a demonic entity. So it's not fair he got that much shit. Guys, you should totally respect the fact that he was like, this is not safe for my team. I'm putting my team's safety first and I'm shutting it down. I've done that before. I've been in an investigation where I'm like, this isn't good, this isn't safe. We need to stop for now, or stop for a while, or stop, period. I actually took on a case that I was afraid to take because I was not at the time fluent in demonology, and I thought what was going on was so dark that I wasn't going to be able to handle it. It kind of goes beyond a point where it's not just paranormal investigating, you're seriously helping people. It turns into you're helping people survive in their house. Good job. I totally would have done the same thing. Now when it comes to Bishop James Bishop, whatever you prefer, he got famous from doing the exorcism on Zach with Bobby Mackey's. I don't know why he caught flack either. You guys should be mad at the production company and or the network for producing it incorrectly or advertising it incorrectly. They're calling it the Exorcism Live, but they didn't specify if it was an exorcism on a person or an exorcism on a house, which ended up being a house, and everyone was completely disappointed by it. Which isn't fair. Don't get mad at the characters for that. I don't think they were the EPs or executive producers on it. But he did what he needed to do. He went through, he said the Lord's Prayer, he did the rite of exorcism, and he tried to help the family there, which is all you can do at that point. People wanted some dramatic Hollywood recreation, and it's dude, if that's what you want, man, then you better go watch Annabelle or something, because you're not going to find it here. I think people just have big misconceptions of what the paranormal world's about. There's a big difference between real paranormal film, and documentary, and the difference between Hollywood paranormal, which is all of the Paranormal Activity movies. So anyway, moving on. Last we have the Tennessee Wraith Chasers. Oh, it hurts me to watch them because I feel like it is not done in scientific form, and it's disappointing. As a paranormal investigator, you guys know I have been to so many locations over and over. Jerome, the Stanley Hotel. I've even been to Bobby Mackey's. I believe in scientific research. There's a big difference between ghost hunters who debunks a lot or everything because they're trying to deem it not paranormal. And then you have ghost adventurers who, they provoked for a while. Zach's kind of cooled it with that, but he sticks to the raw part of documentary film. The Tennessee Wraith Chasers, I don't know. Okay, so they went into some hospital in another episode. It was in Kentucky. It was a veteran hospital, and they said that there was a demonic spirit in there. They went in and provoked and cussed at it, which I thought was so disrespectful, because if it's a veteran hospital or a military hospital, you're more likely to run into some angry veteran that passed away in there, or an angry soldier that passed away, versus a demon. I don't know. Oh, it's annoying. Anyway, they put this demon into a devil's toy box and blew it up. Oh my god, come on. I don't even know. Anyway, that was one episode. I haven't watched enough to critique anything else they've done, but watching them with the Exorcism Live was so painful. They were talking over each other the whole time. Instead of investigating, they'd hear a noise, they'd get excited, and they just want to talk about it. When you hear something, you need to shh, because that's your window of opportunity to communicate. So you better jump through it. You don't sit there and chat back and forth. And there was one guy, I don't know who they are, I'm sorry guys, but somebody went in the attic and thought he heard something and he didn't have audio or a camera or a digital recorder, and I thought that was ludicrous. Anyone that is a, intelligent paranormal investigator is going to take the necessary tools with them to communicate. So instead he just shines the flashlight on and probably scared away whatever was there instead of communicating. So I couldn't watch it. It was honestly painful for me to watch. And I'm sorry, and that's just how I feel, because I believe in scientific research. I don't believe in... And the Devil's Toy Box, I get the concept behind it. I don't want to explain it on here. Google it if you need to. But you also you forget that, like, when you go... it's this big box that this gentleman has to walk into. When you open the door, something could get out, and then when you go in, and then when you come back out and open the door, it could get out. So how do you know you trapped it? And I feel like to get the opportunity to go into the actual exorcism house, you just ruined it because, like, you used some weird toy instead of, like, trying to get legitimate contact. Like, there's so many people that would die to get in that location, and you just messed it up. So I wasn't impressed. That's the truth. Was not impressed. Chip Coffee, awesome. James Bishop, awesome. Good job. So on the next flip side, you had Nick Groff, who decided to announce his new show, which is Lockdown, 48-hour Lockdown, or something like that. And I was interested to see what it was about. So what it appears to be is the girl named Katrina from Paranormal State comes in to help him do this lockdown for 2 days. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to watch it. I'm sad Nick left GAC, but I understand that there was some sort of issue or conflict going on. With that being said, I can't imagine doing a lockdown for 48 hours and, like, eating, breathing, sleeping, living in a location for 2 days would just exhaust you. If it was actually haunted, you're not going to make it. I don't know how you're going to make it. So we'll see what happens. I don't find it legitimate. I don't think you could stay awake for 2 days or even try to sleep in a haunted location if it's that bad, especially if there's filming going on. So we'll see. I'll be open-minded. It sounds interesting. And then we get to the last one, which is Ghost Adventures Halloween Special, which was in Deadwood. And I was surprisingly very happy with what happened. So, of course, you're going to get two types of people in ghost paranormal interest. It's either going to be a GAC fan or a Ghost Hunters fan. I've been lucky enough that obviously I got to work with Zach and Billy hand in hand, so I know them, but I like Ghost Hunters. I've met them too. They're cool guys. But I'm a GAC fan. That's just the way it is. It's just how it is. So anyway, Nick left. It changed the dynamics of the show. Kind of sad in a way, but I felt like this was the first episode that Jay, Aaron, Billy, and Zach actually created this, like, bond, and it worked on screen. It was like they finally got out of that newbie, work ethic of you move left and I move right type of thing, and it finally worked out. And I was so happy to see that. So props to those guys. It was exciting. I'm so glad to see Billy get the recognition that he's always deserved. Billy's been on, I think, since like the second or third season of GAC, and yeah, he's been an editor and he's done audio and stuff, but they have never really given him the credit he deserves, and I'm just so happy to see him getting his name out there and coming forward to actually investigate, because I've gotten to hang out with him quite a few times when they did like the Stanley stuff and other times, and Billy's the coolest guy, so congrats to Billy on that. So where am I from here? I don't know. I mean, I want to investigate again, always looking for new locations, but I have had issues with hiring crew and firing crew, and that'll be a whole nother video. And I mean, I'm just here to talk about paranormal. I'll do reviews on stuff. I want to talk about my favorite equipment. I want to talk about how to use equipment. I want to talk about some of the experiences that I've had. Anything, if anybody has questions about stuff that I've been through, I would love to answer them. So make sure you guys subscribe. And I'm so happy to be back on YouTube to share all my crazy adventures with you guys. I'll see you later, guys.